So today we start with the new lesson, arithmetic progression. So in our daily life, we come across various types of patterns. In nature, we come across many things that have particular patterns, just like petals of rose or uh, honeycombs. In honeycombs also there is some patterns, or we can see the patterns, rangoli patterns, and all these basically actually these patterns you learn from, I think, from class second or third. You make various patterns using various shapes like rectangle, triangle, and in daily life we also come across various uh, situations in which there are different patterns in nature also and in man-made things also. So these patterns are very much useful for us in our daily what we can say in our daily life, and in communication also, in profession also. So such patterns are very much useful for us, and for this we have to learn about arithmetic progression. So you learn about various patterns and series also, series of numbers, that is what pattern the numbers form, or what series the numbers form. Just like I give some examples over here. Suppose I have patterns of numbers like this. Uh, Suppose 2, comma 4, comma 6, comma 8. It is very simple. So the first term is 2, and the succeeding terms is 2 more than the preceding term. In every term, we get the succeeding term by adding the 2 to the preceding term. So here the first term is 2. So this is also one of the patterns. Again, we can look about the patterns of negative integers, just like that. So in this, the pattern is formed by obtaining or by adding 1 to the previous one. The first term is first term of this pattern is -2, and the succeeding terms are obtained by adding 1, to the preceding term. So such patterns of numbers, or various numbers which have a pattern of number, is called its terms. What is term here? Various numbers. This is first term. This is second term. This is third term. This is fourth term. So patterns may be finite or infinite. If the patterns get last term, if in the pattern there is a last definite term, then it is definite pattern. And if the pattern goes indefinitely, we don't have the last term, then that pattern is known as the indefinite pattern. So depending upon the pattern, we have to learn about arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. That is, in short, we can say that AP. So what is arithmetic progression? It is a pattern of numbers in which the first term is given and succeeding term differs from its preceding term by a fixed number. What is the definition of arithmetic progression? That it is a pattern pattern of numbers in which first term is given and succeeding terms differs from its preceding term by a fixed number. Means every succeeding term is differ by its preceding term by fixed number. It is not like that every succeeding term differ by different numbers. It is not like that. Each and every in each and every succeeding term, there must be a fixed number by which they can differ. So this is the definition of arithmetic progression. So the terms in arithmetic progression can be written like that. That is the first term T1, second term is T2, and up to the nth term is Tn. So this is the, we can say that this is the first term. T2 is nothing but the second term, and Tn is the nth term. So in AP, we generally use T1, T2 for refer the terms of the AP, and the first term of AP is denoted by the letter small a, because in the definition of or in the arithmetic progression we have pattern of numbers, but the first term is always given to you. So the first term is denoted by a, and let the common difference is denoted by small d. Why there is a common difference? Because every succeeding term differs from its preceding term by a fixed number. So this fixed number, let it be d. These are the notations we have to use. So how we calculate the common difference? So if there are nth terms, then it is the last term and its preceding term is Tn minus 1. Suppose there are 20 terms in AP. So the last term is 20th term, then its preceding term, the preceding term is 19th. So what you have to do for finding the common difference? You have to just subtract the last number from the previous. So here is the common difference, that is Tn minus 1. So we calculate the common difference by this formula, that is the succeeding term minus the preceding term. It is not always necessary that you have to take the last term and the preceding one. It is the general formula, so we consider it for the succeeding term minus preceding term. If we take the value of n is equal to suppose 3, then d can be calculated by taking T3. N is 3, so T3 means third term minus its preceding term, that is Tn minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. So the common difference D can be calculated by T3 minus T2, that is the third term minus the second term. So this is the general formula for calculating the common difference of AP. So that now we look about the AP in general format. Therefore, AP in general form can be so the AP in general form can be written as A plus D, A plus twice D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, infinite. Okay, so this is the general form in which the first term is fixed and we denote the first term by small a, capital A. Then the common difference is D. So A plus D is the succeeding term. Then A plus 2D is the next succeeding term. A plus 3D is the next, again next succeeding term. A plus 4D is the again next succeeding term. Now this D can be positive or negative. What I am saying that this D can be positive, also negative. So there may be possibility of negative terms in AP because if A is small and D is bigger, then it is possible that your AP is having negative term. So let us see some examples that are AP. Suppose we check that whether the given pattern is in AP or not. Suppose series you have given is 7, 10, 13, 16. So first we calculate the common difference D. Here we can write down the first term, that is A equal to 7, because your pattern starts from the number 7. So your first term is 7. Now we calculate the common difference D. So we calculate the common difference for two succeeding and preceding term. So what you have to do? Just calculate 10 minus 7. Preceding term is succeeding term is 10 and the preceding term is 7. So 10 minus 7, that is equal to 3. In each case, the common difference is always same. If and only if the common difference is same, then only we can say that the given pattern or given series is in AP. If the common difference is not same, then we cannot say that the given series of pattern or series of pattern of numbers are in AP. So we just calculate for the next succeeding terms. So calculate 13 minus 10. So here again the common difference are same. So we can say that the given series or given pattern is in AP or given. So we write down here given pattern of number is in AP. Again, I take another example having some negative terms. So here again the pattern of numbers start or the AP starts with 1. So the first term of our series is 1. Now what we have to do? We have to find out the common difference. For this we have to subtract the preceding term from the succeeding. Now here the succeeding term is minus 4 minus preceding 1. So preceding term is 1. Now the minus 4 minus 1 becomes minus 5. So common difference is minus 5. Means in this series we have the common difference which is having negative value. Now again we check for the next digits. So minus 9 minus of preceding term, that is minus 4. So this minus minus becomes plus. So what value we get? Minus 5. So in both the cases common difference is again same. So the given is in AP. So this is all introduction about AP. So we take some examples based on AP. Question is that find AP whose first term A and the common difference D are given below. So what we have to find out? AP. In each case, we have given the first term and common difference. If we have given the first term and common difference, then obviously we can easily find out the AP. So here is the first example in which you have given the first term, that is A is equal to minus 90 and D is equal to 20. So in this example, the first term is given as A equal to minus 90 and D represent the common difference. So what we know that the general form of AP is. So we know that the general form, that is A plus D, A plus twice D, A plus thrice D, A plus 4D. So we have to calculate infinitely because you have not given how many terms you have to find out. We have to just find out the AP. So just put up the values of A and D in the general form, we get the AP. Therefore, AP is. So A is minus 90. Then second term is A plus D, that is minus 90 plus D is 20. Then again A is minus 90 plus 2 into D. So 2D means 2 into D. So 2 multiplied by 20. Then third term is, fourth term is minus 90 plus 3 multiplied by 20. Then the next term is minus 90 plus 4 into 20. Infinity. So just we calculate the terms. So first term is minus 90. Second is minus plus, that is minus 90 minus 20, 70. Give the sign of bigger number, minus 70. Here we just have to first multiply this 20 with 2. So 22 is 40. Then again we have to just first multiply this 20 with 3. So 23 is 60. In this case also first multiply. This is 80. So what terms we get? Minus 90, minus 70, minus 50. This is minus 30 and this is minus 10. So this is this is AP that we obtained from the first term and the common difference D. Now we go for second example. Here we have given A is equal to 2, B is equal to minus 1 by 2. So first we write down general form of AP. A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D. So just substitute these values. 2 comma A plus, 2 plus minus 1 by 2. A in third term, A is 2 plus 2 into minus 1 by 2. 2 plus 3 into minus 1 by 2. 2 plus 4 into minus 1 by 2. So just calculate. Therefore, AP is, first term is 2. 2 plus minus 1 by 2. So you have to solve, this is in fraction. So you have to just find out the values. 2, this plus minus, minus, and these 2 get cancelled over here. So we get 2 minus 1. Then 2 minus, these 3 multiply with numerator. this plus minus minus, and 3 into 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. Again these 2 can be cancelled with 4. So 2, this plus minus minus 2. So the required AP is 2. This becomes 3 upon 2. This becomes 1. This is 1 by 2. This is 0. So this is your required AP.